If you're a homeowner right now, this could be the most important financial decision you'll make in 2025. Should you refinance your mortgage or sell your home? I crunched the numbers, and when I saw the differences between the two choices, I was shocked. Imagine opening your mortgage statement and seeing thousands in interest payments. This matters. Most homeowners miss the crucial calculation that determines whether refinancing saves money or selling makes more financial sense. Today, I'll show you the exact math that could save you over $115,000 on your mortgage, but why that might still be the wrong move depending on your financial situation. There's hidden math behind all this, and right now we're going to break down the break-even formula. What if I told you that lowering your interest rate by 2% could save you $115,000, but it might still be the wrong financial move?
Are you serious?
That's the reality many homeowners face when considering refinancing in 2025. Let me explain why the math isn't as straightforward as it seems. When most people think about refinancing their mortgages, they immediately focus on the monthly payment reduction. And I get it. Seeing your payment drop from $1,663 to $1,342 feels great. That's an extra $321 in your pocket every month. But this monthly savings is only one piece of the larger financial puzzle that most homeowners completely miss. But hold on. What about the hidden fees that might delay your savings? Here's what many lenders won't emphasize.
And here we go.
Refinancing comes with significant costs. In 2025, you can expect to pay between 2 to 6% on your loan balance just to complete the refinance. On a $250,000 mortgage, that's anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000 in closing costs. These aren't small numbers, and they can take years to recover through your monthly payment savings. This is where the break-even calculation becomes absolutely crucial. Think about it like buying a high-quality appliance that costs more upfront but pays off over time. You just need to know how long it takes to get your money back. The formula is simple. Divide your total closing cost by your monthly savings. This tells you exactly how many months it will take until you actually start benefiting from that refinance. Say, refinancing costs you $5,000 in closing costs and reduces your monthly payments by $150. Your break-even point would be 33 months. That's nearly 3 years before you actually start saving money. Before that point, you're just slowly recovering the money you spent on closing costs. This is exactly why the 3 to 5 year rule is so important in refinancing decisions. If you plan to sell your home before reaching that break-even point, refinancing will actually cost you money rather than save it. I've seen too many homeowners refinance only to sell their home a year later, effectively throwing thousands of dollars away. Let's examine a more concrete example. You have a $320,000 mortgage at 6.25%. You're considering refinancing to a 15-year mortgage at 5.125, which could save you around $30,000 over the loan's life. However, with closing cost of $8,000 and a monthly savings of $200, your break-even point is 40 months. If you sell before then, you've lost money. Beyond the break-even point, we need to consider how refinancing affects your equity position and loan term. Many homeowners reset their 30-year clock when refinancing, which means they'll pay more interest over time despite the lower rate. Starting a 30-year term when you're already 5 years into your current mortgage means that you'll be paying for 35 years instead of 30. Remember, the refinance calculation is about your time horizon, closing costs, and specific financial goals. A 1% rate reduction may make sense for someone planning to stay in their home for 10 plus years, but could be a costly mistake for someone who might move in 2 years. Let's move on to the equity equation. So when selling makes financial sense, just as we need to look beyond interest rates when refinancing, selling your home requires a clear-eyed view of what economists call transaction friction. When most homeowners check their home values on Zillow and subtract their mortgage balance, they're missing 8 to 9% in selling costs that could completely change whether moving makes financial sense. So let me introduce you to Janet, a client who was shocked when I walked her through the actual cost of selling her home. She thought she had about $80,000 in equity until we calculated the true selling expenses. Transaction friction consists of several key components: agent commissions, which is typically 5 to 6% of the sales price; closing costs, which is 1 to 2% of your sales price; staging expenses; repairs to make your home market ready; and moving costs. Combine these typical totals 8 to 9% of your sales price, and here's how this plays out. When selling a $300,000 home, you're facing approximately $27,000 in costs that directly reduces your assessable equity. This substantial financial hit often blindsides homeowners who haven't calculated these expenses in advance. This is why I always emphasize calculating your actual available equity using what I call true equity formula. Current market value minus your outstanding mortgage balance minus all selling costs equals your actual equity available for your next purchase. This formula provides a realistic picture of what you'll have to work with. Beyond the numbers, consider how your daily life could transform after selling. The average American spends 28 minutes commuting each way to work. This adds up to 240 hours per year, the equivalent of 6 full working weeks, simply sitting in traffic. If selling your current home would reduce your commute by even 10 minutes each way, you'd reclaim over 80 hours each year. That's like getting 2 extra full vacation days just for yourself. For many of my clients, this lifestyle improvement becomes a decisive factor, sometimes even outweighing pure financial calculations. Neighborhood appreciation rates also play a crucial role in the equity equation. Some neighborhoods consistently outperform others in property value growth. If your current home is in an area with below average appreciation rates and you can move to an area with stronger growth potential, selling might actually accelerate your wealth building despite the transaction cost. Your decision between refinancing versus selling will significantly impact your long-term wealth building. With refinancing, you're betting on continued equity growth in your current property and potentially lower interest rate payments over time. With selling, you're redeploying your equity into a property that might better suit your current needs in a location with potentially stronger appreciation or lifestyle benefits. Timing also matters tremendously. Market conditions in 2025 will heavily influence both what you can sell your current home for and what purchasing power you'll have for your next home. In a buyer's market, you might sell for less, but also buy for less. In a seller's market, you'll likely get more for your current home, but also pay more for your next one. So many homeowners fail to recognize that market timing affects both sides of the transaction. The ideal scenario is selling in a seller's market and buying in a buyer's market, but this timing is notoriously difficult to achieve. We've covered a lot of ground today, and it really comes down to this. Understanding the math behind refinancing versus selling helps you make the decision that aligns with both your finances and life priorities. Blaine Thiederman, a certified financial planner with extensive experience guiding homeowners, put this well. Your family is happier, you're closer to things that you want to be close to, and you enjoy your life living in your new home. These quality of life factors matter just as much as the numbers. Imagine having a clear picture of your financial future. Download our refinance versus sell calculator from the link in the description to analyze your specific situation. If you'd like personalized guidance, click below to schedule a consultation with me and my team. We also have a realtor matchup tool if you're leaning towards selling. Remember, what looks best on paper might not feel best for your life, and that's perfectly okay. I'm David Zion Mortgage Guy. I thank you for watching this video, and I'm out.